Vegeta is quite a prideful character in the Dragon Ball franchise, but what if he dials that pride back to serve the one who destroyed his race? My name is Michael from Vegeta T23 and welcome to part 1 of what if Vegeta stayed loyal to Freeza. Before we start, make sure you like and subscribe, it helps me a lot and I thank you for your support. The whole thing starts when planet Vegeta has been destroyed. Freeza deals the story about a meteor that destroyed the planet, and Vegeta is still a kid, along with Raditz and Nappa who is nursing them. Vegeta still doesn't care for the fact that his planet got destroyed. Nappa is slightly more ticked off, but Raditz thinks that it might have been Freeza, since Freeza tends to lie about a lot. Vegeta didn't really believe that and told Raditz to fuck off, and Nappa simply had to resort to obeying Vegeta's word. That done, the only thing that Vegeta cared about is the fact that Freeza controls the cosmos and he wants to be there with Freeza, so that he can control the cosmos with him. Over time, Raditz and Nappa have become more and more suspicious of Frieza's activity all the way back when planet Vegeta was destroyed. Vegeta on the other hand didn't really care, nor did he even know that it happened by Freeza. All Vegeta ever wanted was control of the cosmos and his status go way up, to the point where he becomes pretty much more respected than Zarbon, Dodoria, the Ginyu Force, anyone there in the Frieza Force combined. So with that, Vegeta starts working on that. Raditz and Nappa have become quite stressed with the whole situation and they decided to dip away from the Frieza Force. Vegeta didn't really care for them at all, so he just let them go. Frieza was a little bit more concerned about it, but still didn't care. All he knew is that Vegeta is right by his side, ready to do anything for him. So with that, Raditz and Nappa disappear. Raditz has said that Kakarot, his brother, is residing on planet Earth and that they can get him so that they can go and defeat Vegeta if he ever goes haywire. Nappa agrees and they decide to go there, trying to stay as low-key as possible. Once they do, they know Kakarot is very little, so it's gonna be a tough time of finding him. However, they find someone quite powerful and they go straight for him. Turns out, that is Grandpa Gohan, and he is coincidentally carrying Kakarot, naming him Goku, while Nappa and Raditz are literally behind them watching. Nappa was about to attack, but Raditz told him that they will deal with this peacefully, as this is a peaceful planet, with peaceful people on it. Raditz goes to confront Gohan, but Gohan is on high guard, sensing the power coming from the child. Raditz had to say that he didn't come to fight, but he came in peace to get his brother. Raditz then has a second thought. He says that he may be able to stay if Grandpa Gohan shows him that he has good food. Gohan is a bit perplexed by that and decides to laugh. Raditz is serious, and Gohan sees that Raditz is serious, and so he decides to get them both into his house. However, Nappa is the one that is not supposed to be welcome. Raditz explains that they're Saiyans and that he's always angry. Gohan doesn't want to fight, so he stands by his word. With it, Raditz and Kakarot go along with Gohan to his house, while Nappa is just standing there dumbfounded. Back to Frieza and Vegeta, Frieza has grown comfortable with Vegeta, to the point that they're basically best buds. And even on some occasions, they did spar, which actually benefited to Vegeta as he got the power of a Zenkai boost and Vegeta decided to use it in battle, going on conquests and intentionally getting hurt so that he could be healed and his power level managed to spike. In no time, Vegeta has managed to get around the same level as Ginyu, which was perfectly fine for Vegeta. Frieza, however, he grew a bit suspicious of Vegeta, so he decided to go to a planet whose residents can read others' thoughts. So Frieza and Vegeta go there and tells one of the residents to read Vegeta's mind. The person is scared, but still says that Vegeta has no ill intentions apart from his pride, and that he's pretty much loyal to him through and through. Freeza is happy to hear about that and decides to make Freeza basically his right-hand man. Back to Raditz and Nappa, Nappa was actually welcomed to the Gohan family and even opted to nurse Kakarot a little bit since he lost Vegeta, and with Vegeta out of the picture, Kakarot was the next best option. Raditz was happy that he finally got a new home for once this time, since he always jumped from one planet to another so that he could feed himself or live at. From this point on, nothing really changes, apart from them living separately. Vegeta is now an adult and Kakarot is now a 10-year-old boy, but is still feisty, even though he didn't bump his head. Despite that, he's still a kind-hearted boy that cares for others and wants to train. It is around that time that Gohan started training all of them, and Kakarot is always up for training, as well as Raditz, even though Raditz has been basically degraded over the years, so he doesn't really think of it as much. Nappa is all ready for it, but since he's an elite Saiyan, he thinks that training is unnecessary. Despite that, all four of them begin to train. Kakarot and Raditz got a massive power boost, as well as Nappa, and even Gohan managed to get some power out of it. Meanwhile, with now adult Vegeta and Freeza are not training anymore, nor is Vegeta even using his Zenkai boost to his advantage. He's just conquering planets and doing it with extreme ease. It got to the point where Freeza literally had to tell Vegeta, order him, to not go on any assignments unless no one can manage to complete them. Vegeta is really annoyed about that, but doesn't really care either. He just respects Frieza's wish, and so Vegeta just chills out at the corridors, waiting and waiting until he gets an assignment which no one can get to. Now, while Vegeta got the most comfortable position in the entire Frieza force, Zarbon and Dodoria decided to go against Frieza's words and started retaliating. Freeza just told Vegeta to take care of them, and Vegeta gladly does so, killing them with such extreme ease that even Freeza is amazed. With Zarbon and Dodoria out of the picture, Freeza carefully tells everyone what will happen if Frieza's words are disobeyed. Examples being Zarbon and Dodoria, and the weapon being Vegeta. Vegeta takes a lot of pride in that and considers his role to be basically a second boss man. During one of the conquests, Freeza and Vegeta come across planet Namek, a planet which is known for one thing: Dragon Balls. Freeza and Vegeta decide to go there and get their wishes so that they can become the strongest in the universe. Both Freeza and Vegeta coincidentally had one wish: to both become immortal. So, with that wish, they decide to go to Namek, premature of the original events that happened in Dragon Ball Z. However, Vegeta stops Freeza in his tracks, saying that they need to secure the planet first and get control of it in order to get the Dragon Balls in. Freeza really likes that idea and decides to go with it. So, for the next few years, they decide to work on planning on how to get to planet Namek and conquer it, since they expect the resistance to be quite powerful because of said Dragon Balls, knowing that there will be guards on the said Dragon Balls that will be guarding the Dragon Balls with their life. With that plan set in motion, the squad over at Earth has been advised by Gohan to go train with Gohan's old teacher, Master Roshi, who taught him the Kamehameha and all the skills that he has so that they can have them too. And considering their great potential to become good warriors, it would only be beneficial to them. They take the advice of the old grandpa and decide to trace Master Roshi. On the way there, they meet Bulma, who crashed her car into Raditz. Nappa wanted to blow it up, but Kakarot and Raditz said that not to do that, as this is just human error of the person driving. But once they see Bulma, they immediately know why. Setting everything aside, Freeza is happy to get Vegeta on his side, but we will continue in the next part. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment on what shall I do next. Like if you liked the video. dislike if you don't like 2 series back to back. Check out my Discord server in the description below. And as always, peace out.